Good afternoon, students. Welcome back once again to the mathematics class. In this lecture, we are going to study introduction to the trigonometric functions. Already you have studied sets, relations, and functions. Now, trigonometric functions, right? Basically, introduction to the trigonometry. Let's see. The word trigonometry is derived from what? Greek word, that is trigon and metron. It means measuring the sides of a triangle. The trigonometry is a word derived from the Greek, where the trigon and metron are the two words, and it means measuring the sides of triangle. The subject was originally developed to solve geometric problems involving triangles. It was studied by sea captains for navigation, surveyor to map out the new lands, and by engineer and others. Currently, trigonometry is used in many areas such as science of seismology, designing electric circuit, describing state of an atom, predicting the height of a tide in the ocean, analyzing the musical tone, and in many other areas. It has very wide applications. Trigonometry has very wide application in our day-to-day life. So it is nothing but introduction to the trigonometry. Now we move next. There are how to measure an angles here. Trigonometry means measurement of an angle, right? Now measurement of an angle here. Again there are two system of units to measure an angle which are in common use nowadays. First one is sexagesimal system. First one is sexagesimal system. In this system, a right angle is divided into 90 equal parts. Already you know right angle triangle you have studied. That is by using Pythagoras theorem. You know already right angle triangle is divided into 90 equal parts, and the measure of each part is called 1 degree. Total, the right angle triangle divided into 90 parts. In that, each part is called 1 degree, and it is denoted by like this 1 to the power small 0, that is degree, 1 degree. Then each degree is divided into 60 equal parts, and the measure of each part is called 1 minute. Again, 1 degree is divided into 60 equal parts, then it becomes what? 1 minute. Each part we call it as 1 minute, and it is denoted by 1 to the power dash, that is single line, is called as 1 minute. And each minute is divided into 60 equal parts, and then the measure of each part is called 1 second, and it is denoted by 1 double dash. Here 1 to the power 0, that is small o, is denoted by 1 degree, and 1 to the power single dash is denoted by 1 minute, and 1 to the power of 2 double dash is nothing but your 1 second. Thus we have 1 degree equals to 60 minute, and 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. Got it? It is a first system where we can measure the angles, right? Next, radian measure. Second one is radian measure. What it defines, let's see. A radian is a measure of angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc whose length is equal to the radius of a circle. What it defines, a radian is measure of an angle. A radian is measure of an angle. Already circle is there here. A radian is measure of an angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc whose length is equal to the radius of circle. Or it is given here. This is arc of a circle, whereas it is center point, and this is an angle, 1 radian, right? A radian is a measure of an angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc whose length is equal to the radius of circle, where this arc is equal to what? The radius of circle, this from center to the diameter, end of a circumference. It is radius, right? Arc is equals to the radius is nothing but your radian here. In the figure, we have seen a circle with a center O and the radius is R. It is center O and the radius is R, and A and B are 2 points on the circle. A and B are 2 points on the circle such that the length of an arc AB, the length of an arc AB is R. That is nothing but your radius. Then the angle AOB equals to 1 radian or 1 circular measure. 1 radian or 1 circular measure, and it is denoted by 1 to the power C. That is circular measure, right? Or you can say a radian, 1 radian. Got it? It is second way of measuring an angle. Got it? These are the two types. Next we move to the radian is a constant angle. Here the radian is what? A constant angle, that is pi radian, which is equals to 180 degree. Already you know value of pi is 180 degree, right? Now see the proof of this one. Consider a circle with a center O and a radius R. Consider a circle with a center O and the radius is R. A and B are 2 points on the circle such that A and B are the 2 points on the circle such that arc AB equals to R. Already we know arc AB equals to what? R, that is radius. Then angle AOB equals to 1 radian. Already we know by using radian measure we can find out angle, that is angle AOB equals to 1 radian. Produce AO to meet circumference at C. Produce AO to meet the circumference at C such that angle AOC is nothing but your pi radian. Angle AOC is nothing but your pi radian, this one. It is pi radian, right? Now in the next line, arc AC equals to arc AC, this one, arc AC equals to half of circumference of a circle, right? It is semicircle, half of a circumference of a circle. Then arc of AC equals to 1 by 2 as it is. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Now 2 to get cancelled here, only pi r remains. Got it? Next, now arc length of a circle are proportional to the angles they subtend at the center of a circle. Then arc of AB by arc of AC, which is equals to angle AOB by angle AOC, which implies R by pi r, where R equals to 1 radian, pi r is nothing but 180 degree, which implies pi keep here as it is, where 180 degree, which is equals to R get cancelled, pi equals to what? 180 degree, where 1 radian equals to 180 by pi, which is equals to what? Constant. By taking pi equals to the approximate value or equivalent value, what we get here? Usually we know the value, pi value is 3.142, we can say, that is 3.1416, and we get 1 radian, which is equals to 57 degree 29 minute, or totally we can say 57.2956 degree, or 57 degree 17 minute 44 second. Or by taking pi equals to 22 by 7, the value is quite different here. Approximate values, these are 1 radian equals to 57.2727 degree, or it is equivalent to 57 degree 16th minute 22 second. Got it? Next, area of a circle, or you can say area of a sector of a circle. Area of a sector of a circle. These are the important formulas, fundamentals related to the trigonometry. So already we have an angle theta here. Let us consider if theta is a center of an angle of a sector of a circle of radius r, then the area of a sector A is equal to half r square theta, that is square units. Now proof for this one, what is the statement here? If theta is a central angle of a sector of a circle of radius r, then the area of a sector A is equal to half r square theta square units. See, consider a circle with a center O and a radius is r. A and B are 2 points on the circle such that AOB equals to theta. Let us consider center O and the radius is r. A and B are the 2 points on a circle such that angle AOB, which is equals to what? Theta. Produce AO to meet the circumference at C. Produce AO to meet circumference at C. Then we get angle AOC equals to 180 degree, that is pi radian. Already we know in the previous theorem we have proved this one. Now area of a sector AOC, which is equals to half of area of a circle, then which is equals to half pi r square. Now area of a sector of a circle whose proportional to the angle they subtend at the center of a circle, then we can write area of a sector AOB divided by area of a sector AOC, which is equals to angle AOB by angle AOC, which is equals to A angle AOB is A divided by AOC is half pi r square. Angle AOB is what here? Angle AOA, angle AOB is nothing but A only. AOB is nothing but A only, whereas angle AOC is nothing but half pi r square. Already we have the value, therefore which is nothing but theta by pi. The value is what here? Theta by pi, where again which is A equals to half pi r square theta by pi. Therefore here pi get cancelled, half r square theta remains, which is in terms of square units. Got it? Just keep in mind, area of a sector of a circle is nothing but half r square theta square units. They do not ask a proof for this one, just for the knowledge purpose we have proved this one. Just you have to keep in the mind, area of a sector of a circle is nothing but half r square theta square units. Next, express the following in terms of radians. Already they have given in terms of degree. Now we have to convert these in the form of radians. First one is 75, second one is 22.5, 150, 225, 330, 750, 16 degree 36 minute, 30 degree 30 minute 30 seconds. Let us consider first one, 1 degree, which is equals to, already we know, pi by 180 radian. That is 75 equals to, just multiply pi by 180 to 75, then we get 5 by 12 pi. Now how much? 15 5s are 75 and 15 12s are 180. What we get here? 5 pi by 12. Similarly, second one, 22.5 degree, pi by 180 into 22.5. After simplifying, what we get here? Pi by 8, and 150 degree, that is 150 into pi by 180, that is 5 pi by 6 by simplifying. Again 225 degree, that is 225 into pi by 180. After simplifying this, what we get? 5 pi by 4. 330 degree, that is 330 into pi by 180, we get 11 pi by 6. And 750 finally, which is equals to 750 into pi by 180 degree, which is nothing but 25 pi by 6. And just multiply pi by 180 to the given degree, then we get in terms of radian. Next 16 degree 48 second. Here 16 as it is, 48 minute can be divided by 60, right? What we get here? After simplifying 84 by 5, after simplifying this, what we get here? 84 by 5, and which is multiplied by pi by 180, we get 7 pi by 75. Similarly, 30 degree 30 minute 30 second, 30 as it is plus 30 by 60 and 30 by 3600, right, which is equals to 30.5083 degree, and multiply this with pi by 180. What we get here? 0.0174. The answer is 0.0174. Next, express the following in degree, that is pi by 36, 7 pi by 24, 23 pi by 4, 5 pi by 27. Already we have converted degree into radian. Now radian into degree. Again here pi is 180 degree, already we know. Now multiply with 180 by pi, already we know 180 degree. Just substitute 180 by 36, we get 5 radian. 7 pi by 24, 7 into 180 by 24, that is 105 by 2 is nothing but 52.5, that is 52 degree 5 minute. 22 by 4 into pi is there, 23 as it is, 180 by 4 is nothing but 24 in 23 into 45, which is equals to 1035 degree. And finally 5 pi by 27, which is equals to 5 into 180 by 27, which is equals to 520 by 3, which is equals to 33.33 degree, or you can say 33.20 minutes. Got it? Next, T ratios. Already we have right angle triangle here, that is nothing but it is base. B stands for here what? Base, perpendicular, hypotenuse. It is angle theta, it is perpendicular 90 degree. In the right angle triangle, sin theta equals to P by H, it is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Cos theta equals to base by hypotenuse, and tan theta equals to perpendicular by base. Now reciprocal of these three is nothing but sin's reciprocal is cosec h by p, that is hypotenuse by perpendicular, and cos reciprocal is sec, that is base by hypotenuse is there, hypotenuse by base, and tan theta reciprocal is cot theta here, that is perpendicular by base is base by perpendicular. Got it? Here P is perpendicular, B is base, and H is hypotenuse. Got it? It is nothing but basic formulas. In the next class, we will see how to find the ratios, T ratios. Simply we are saying perpendicular by hypotenuse, how it is possible. And cos theta is base by hypotenuse, how it is possible. Tan theta is perpendicular by base, how it is possible. And we can say sin is reciprocal of cosec, we are saying. Let's see its proof one by one in the next class. Till then, take care. Thank you.